I'm putting together a little care package for my brother. I'm actually looking all around the house for a box to send it in, and I'm thinking like, is this all I got him? Is this? I made a list on my phone, like things that I wanted to get him and send. He's deployed, by the way. I shared a tidbit on Instagram about it during the holidays. Wolfgang, like, first of all, he's deployed. And if you have a loved one, friend, family member, whoever deployed, so hard. My heart is with you, especially during the holidays. That was, it's always so much more harder when like holidays pass, you know what I mean? Obviously it's way harder for his immediate family, his wife, his kids, but you know, in effect, he's my brother and he's an uncle to my kids. So during the holidays, he obviously wasn't here, and we were FaceTiming him because we're lucky enough to be able to do that nowadays. And Wolfgang was like hugging the phone, and at first he was like, what? I can't see anyone. You know, my brother said that. And we were like, Wolfgang, what are you doing? It took us a while to figure out, oh my gosh, he's hugging the phone. He's like hugging my brother. It's so sweet. Wolfgang loves like my two brothers more than many people. Wolfgang loves hard. Anyway, so I'm just putting together a little care package for him. I did make a list of things that I wanted to buy him. I can't find it, and I clearly didn't label it correctly. Whatever, I feel like that's good enough. This alone is like 20 bucks. I'm like, okay. And then the kids like wrote letters and colored things, so I'm gonna throw those in here too. He loves food. I do feel like I'm forgetting something, so I'm gonna look harder for that list, but I thought this was such a cute thing to send him. And they're individually wrapped, maybe like in a pack of 2 or whatever, but he loves like Italian style like cookies. And so I thought this would be great. We definitely have the same genes because like we all have that sweet tooth and we all like to nibble all day long. So I'm gonna try my best to find a box. But anyway, hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. I kind of just plopped the camera down and started filming. Other things I plan on doing today, I want to get their Valentine's Day baskets stuffed. We don't like have baskets. I haven't done it in a few years. Last year I bought 2 things for like the bigger girls, and then I just like, I have been in survival mode, and when I say that, it is the truest form. So this year I just wanted to do something extra special for them, just because I feel like doing extra special things for my kids. And so I'm gonna put those together. Oh, and I have this like a really cool thing that I got off Instagram. Again, I saw Life with Lainey do it. I know, am I obsessed with her? Yeah. It's like this fondue set, and I thought, well, that is perfect. So I'm gonna put that together, just a little treat for the kids. Oh, I had other Valentine's Day stuff on here to do, but I probably won't do it for a couple of reasons. Oh, but I did have this, hold on. Went to the thrift store a couple weeks ago and found this gem. Are you ready for it? Bow, bow. Taylor Swift style? No. Isn't this? It's like one button, true vintage. I'm sorry, do they make things like this anymore? Just incredible. So I'll be rocking this all day long, every day until the rest of my life. This is me being festive for Valentine's Day. Does anyone really celebrate Valentine's Day? Alex and I have an appointment to meet with someone about tax stuff, really romantic, on Valentine's Day. So that's what we'll be doing. Otherwise, we don't really celebrate. Oh, but I did get him something for Valentine's Day. I'm contemplating sharing that with you because I don't know. He'll probably watch this, so let me get a box real quick so I can be a little productive. Actually, I looked around. I can't really find a box, but will this work? Also, don't mind the chaos behind me. That's just my life. I was gonna pick up for you, and then I was like, nah. This might fit. The thing is, this is so large and also heavy. I really thought, do I really want to ship this to him? Oh man, is this broken? I'll tape it up. I feel like it'll be fine. Clearly, I really didn't think this one all the way through. I actually think this box is the perfect size, so awesome. So I got him those treats. I have like a little pack of Element. I was gonna get him some protein powder, and then I was like, that's really expensive. I found these snacks for him. They're tahine gummy bears, so that's cool. And then of course the chomps. These are amazing. And oh my gosh, did you know they have multiple flavors of this? I just ran to Costco. I actually added in my Thrive Market order. It was a different flavor than what I've ever had. So I added it to my Thrive Market order, but I didn't check out yet. And I want to send this because if I don't send it now, like who the heck knows when I'm gonna send it. That's perfect. All right, I do have some letters to add to that. So is it okay if I send the box looking like this? I don't know, I've got a lot of questions. I need to wash these pants. I love this sweater. Anyway, other than that, today, I just need to get some random stuff done around the house. But first, I'm gonna put together their Valentine's Day bins. I'm trying to hide away in this closet, mostly because it's where I've stored most of the Valentine's Day accoutrements for my kiddos. So, slight oversight. Okay, and I want to do this for a couple of reasons. One, every time I go to the store, I'm like, oh, I should get that for their Valentine's Day basket. And then the other part of my brain tells me, no, stop, you have plenty. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. I filled up this drawer, Exhibit C. Oh, there's more. Exhibit D. But do you want to know the best part about it? This is the basket that I got to fill up. I don't know what I was thinking. You know what I was thinking? I don't want to spend money on baskets. And these were $1 at the Target dollar spot. And they were super cute. So I'm going to do my best to like shove and stuff. And some of this stuff, I don't know if it's going in their basket. So clearly I wasn't thinking when I came in this closet either. I was trying to hide. But there isn't enough space in here for me to spread everything out and sort it. So I'll meet you back in the bedroom. I don't think I had the light on earlier. That might be a little better. Probably didn't change anything. I may have gone a little overboard. And another addition to my outfit today, I'm gonna pop these suckers in because when else am I gonna get a chance to wear them, right? How cute are they? I love the Sugar Fix by Bauble Bar earrings. I think they're just so festive and semi-affordable. I have a growing collection in my jewelry drawer, if that's what you want to call it. I'm not fancy, but I do like myself a nice little $12 pair of festive earrings. Okay, I guess let's get started. I think I'm missing a bag. I thought I had a green bag or a blue bag. Am I losing my mind? I knew I wasn't crazy. Here it is. See what happened? What had happened was I was taking them out of the closet and then someone rang the doorbell, so then I got caught up with them and I just left it on the floor. I had to retrace my steps, you know. Well, I'm gonna tell you, some of this stuff is absolutely ridiculous, like the gummy Lunchable. I can't imagine this tastes delicious, but it is one thing that Meredith always points out whenever like we go to Cracker Barrel or something. They always have like the gummy food and I'm like, those are so disgusting. Oh, there's arts and crafts in here too. And then I have some stuff like Ghirardelli chocolates that I'm just gonna use. So it's not all stuff for their Valentine's Day bins. Okay, well, this might be a problem. Something smells really good. Maybe it's the chocolate. Oh, the hair bows. Definitely don't smell, but aren't these darling? I thought, you know what? We don't have Valentine's Day hair bows or anything. I'm just trying to, you know, bulk up. This is something that'll stick around for years. So I like stuff like this. They'll last for a while. I have multiple girls that will have these, but you know, things like this, my hand doesn't even want it. These used to be way cheaper than what they are now. Also, Russell Stover has like a monopoly on Valentine's Day candy. It's like Russell Stover and who else? Palmer? Not worth it. I mean, maybe for the kids or whatever. Last night, Aveline had a sleepover and the kids made Starbucks like a copycat. Okay, well, first of all, if you have teenage girls, why do they want Starbucks? I'm like, what? Who cares? What? It makes zero sense to me. They're like, yeah, can we Uber Eats Starbucks? No. All their friends get to do it, whatever. But I'm like, we can make cake pops. We can make like 25 cake pops in the same amount of money that it costs to buy one from Starbucks. And actually, it's not gonna really cost me anything because I have all the ingredients in my pantry. I had chocolate melts, I had a cake mix, pretty much all you need. And so the kids not only had an activity to do, but they had 25 cake pops to indulge in. Obviously, they shared with the class. So I'm looking through some of this stuff that I got from the Maxx, and it's like winter clearance, which is some of my favorite stuff to get for the Valentine's Day bins. The few years that I actually have ever put Valentine's Day bins together, it hasn't been a while. Sometimes I'll just get them like in the beginning when I had little ones, I would literally get them this Happy Valentine's Day, and it's like just a little special treat, but for whatever reason I went completely overboard. And what was on my mind was the fact that the kids are wanting to put together, this is what they're called, bay baskets. Okay. Sorry. And I get it. Like when I was in school, I would put together a little, like, I don't know, a mug with like candies inside for my best friends. It wasn't for everyone, not the whole class. It was like my best friends. And so I get it. They want to do something special for their best friends. So they're putting together bay baskets, but it's similar to like during the winter, they had the Burr basket. And then before that, they had the Boo basket. So I assume every season, well, there will be a basket. And I can assume during Easter, what would that be called? Bunny basket? Buh. I'm sure the kids will come up with something much more creative than anything I can do. But I did get a couple of things for the girls, but then I got some stuff for them to put like in their bay baskets. It's Christmas clearance, but like, who cares? This was $2 for all of these nail polishes. I'll tell you something right now. We went to a birthday party yesterday and I gave her like a set of nail polishes. I spent like $15 on it. Very similar to this. I should have just given her this. And like, yeah, it has Christmas packaging, but if you're separating it and putting it into different baskets, no one's gonna care. I also got this one. This was $3 for these. They're a little bit bigger. And then, oh, I got these sugar scrubs. I know they're not name brand. They're not Tree Hut, but the kids will get over it. It's a sugar scrub. Literally, you're in your shower. Who is watching you use the sugar scrub in your shower? It doesn't have to be name brand. That's why I teach my kids. Names, brands, don't matter. Alex sends me memes sometimes, and it's been a while since we've done Meme Monday. Well, I've done Meme Monday on my Instagram. So I'll share this one with you. This is what he just sent me. It's really funny. 90s kids moving the TV from one room to another. We're like iPad kids these days. They just like, literally it's glued to their hand all the time. Okay, anyway, and then I don't know if I secretly got this for myself or for my kids to put in their bay baskets or whatever, but this was really sweet. A $30 value. Oh, a $40 value, excuse me. I got one of these for the Christmas giveaway that I did. I spent full price on this, but for clearance, I spent $12 on this, and you get, what is this, 5 of the Philosophy, which is a great brand of like body wash and stuff. So I thought this was great and a great quality, great value, all the greats in here. Oh crap, what's in this bag? Hopefully not much. Okay, good. Is that it? Now I have to divvy it up and make sure that I got enough for each child. When I'm saying that, I'm like, I don't think I got anything for Wolfgang. I mean, he's a baby, he doesn't really care, but like, he does care, and I know that he cares because when the other kids are doing stuff, he wants to be involved too. So these are great. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I got him some of these bath cubes. I didn't need for this to turn into a haul. Where did I find this? In the dollar spot, I think. $3. Okay, I'm gonna make a mess of the bathtub with this confetti bath bomb. I don't like taking baths, period, but my kids love baths. And so I got these cubes, found these at the Target dollar spot. You guys run and go get them. $3 for 2 cubes. I obviously got way more because I have way more kids. They don't last forever. A couple of years ago, spent, I'm not joking, $25. What, 2, 3, maybe 4 max. I want to say it was really 2. But they were like cool and new, and I've never seen them anywhere. Oh wait, did I buy? Okay, hold on. 2 things I want to say. Bought those. And like, yeah, the company's great. I'm sure they donated some to like, if you buy one, they donate. I don't know. I know there was a thing and it made me feel good about purchasing it, sure. But $25 for 2 cubes that didn't even last a year in the bathtub. I'll tell you, the cool thing about these cubes is like, yeah, they're fun, but you put them in water and they light up and the kids love them. Well, my kids love them anyway. So I found these at Target dollar spot for $3. I said, put them all in my cart. I grabbed one of each print that they had. So I thought that would be fun for the kids. And I actually, second thing I wanted to mention, Life with Lainey has done it again. It's making me spend my hard-earned money on everything, really. So when I initially found her, it was like bathtub time for her kids, and it's like extravagant bathtub time. It's not every night bathtub time, but it's like, oh, a special night, we have a couple extra hours to spend setting this thing up. It's really not that serious. It's like little things you put in the bath to just excite your kids. And I remember when I had one child, bath time was like the time. Okay, she had bath time every night. My kids don't have bath time every night. Some nights are just too busy, or, you know, like nice, fun bath time. Sometimes it's like run in the shower. We have like 5 minutes before I need to get you to bed because bedtime was really 2 hours ago, an hour ago, whatever. I feel like I got more gummies than this. Did I just get 2? What was I thinking? Maybe I'll just put them out for everyone. But anyway, bathtub time. I feel guilty that like my littler kids get the bare minimum mom. And so okay, so I initially found her with like her bathtub routine. I was like, that's a little extreme, but I like it. And so I started following her from that. And so she recently, I don't know if she did another one or reposted it, or if I was just scrolling and I found it again. And I said, you know what? I should get a couple of these things and make bath time fun for my little ones. Not that it's not fun, but it's like over the top, extremely exciting fun. So I think I just bought it. Or it's been in my Amazon cart for a while. If I haven't bought it, I will soon. And so anyway, I went to the Target dollar spot and I was surprised at how many fun things that I found for the kids for bath time. So I'm excited about that. I guess I'll sort this stuff, and now I'm looking like I'm missing even more bath time fun things. So hold on. It must be in this bin and I just didn't overlook on this stuff. Okay, here they are. So these little pieces of crap were in the Target dollar spot, but then someone said, no, it's a ripoff. I don't even know how much these were. I guess I could look on my Target app. But the full-size ones are actually a better deal, and I just didn't take the time to look. Okay, I scanned out my app, it says no results. So I don't know how much this was, but this is great. So this is the bath foam. Another easy thing for the kids to like make it fun is to get those Crayola bath fizzers or like bath dyes. I don't even know what they're called. Okay, I'm gonna start sorting this before I start talking about nonsense for another 25 minutes.
Valentine's Day baskets. It's unnecessary like a lot of the stuff that I do, but it's just a little sprinkle. Okay, what do they call that? Just a little topping. Sprinkles are unnecessary, but they make life fun and interesting and exciting, and that's what I'm trying to do for my kids. It's my job as a mom to make their childhood memorable, wonderful, fantastic. Will they have a wonderful childhood without a Valentine's Day basket? Yeah, because for the past few years they haven't had one and no complaints really. But I just sometimes like to go over the top, and I think this is fine. And that's why I do it. I also think if you just want to keep it low key, chocolate covered strawberries, my kids have loved those more than anything I've made recently. They constantly ask for them, and you'll see a little later in this video, I make something similar to that. It just kind of elevated it a little bit, and they had so much fun with that too. So I don't know, I think it's exciting to just put, I mean, listen, I wish someone would put a little basket like this together for me. Maybe a little TJ Maxx gift card. I'm just saying, I'm just kidding. What are you doing for Valentine's Day? Do you have any plans? Do you usually do something or not? Is it a fake holiday? I don't know. Every day is a fake holiday if you really think about it, except for Christmas. Easter. Surprisingly, all the crap fit in the little bins, most of them anyway. So that's exciting, and also perfect little treat for Valentine's Day. Makes me happy. I know they're going to be excited about it too. While I was putting those baskets together, I forgot that I got this from e.l.f. So I recently, when I say recently, probably in November, I needed a setting powder. Well, I don't know. It's for like mostly my under eye area, because most of the time I don't wear anything on my face, but I do wear concealer under here, because if you were to see me without, you'd be like, are you sick? Are you dying? The answer to that is yes, slowly. Anyway, I got this really expensive, like, I don't even know the brand, you guys. I'm not into that kind of stuff, but it was on a deal because it was like the holidays and all of that stuff. So I grabbed it, bought it, and hate it. But it feels weird returning it because I've used it, so like, I'm gonna keep using it. But it's supposed to be translucent, but it is clearly tinted, because when I put it on my under eye, it just makes it look darker. And I'm like, dude, that's not what I'm going for. So then I keep using it, and then it's just a cycle. So while I was at Target picking up that stuff, I guess I grabbed some e.l.f. This is supposed to be translucent, I think. Oh no, Halo Glow. Oh gosh, what have I done? I don't know, it was like $3 or $6 or something, and that's a lot more affordable than whatever the heck I spent. But I will say the Target that I went to has an Ulta inside of it, and so I searched around there. Also, I will say that I have had an e.l.f. brow powder for years. I don't know, 10 years, I'm not joking. Well, I mean, I've had a couple, which is still kind of ridiculous because I only get a new one to replenish the one that I've used all the way. I'm sure it doesn't last 5 years, but whatever, that's how long I've used it. I couldn't find it in store anywhere. I'm sure I could find it online. I haven't even tried to look, but I was looking for it in store and I was in need of some. So I ended up buying this like really expensive Anastasia brow powder. It's like the stuff that when I used to watch makeup people, the stuff that they used to talk about like forever ago, maybe like 10 years ago, whatever. But I never wanted to shell out the money because it's ridiculous. $20, $25, however much it was for brows. When I'm used to buying the brow powder from e.l.f. for literally $3, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I was in a pinch, bought it. It's broken already. I've had it maybe less than 6 months. Like it's all crushed. I'm like, what? This is supposed to be quality. It's not.
I don't know what the point of me sharing that was other than the fact that I'm frustrated. I don't know what's for dinner today. Not that I'm making it right now, but there is a football game on later today and we're really pumped about it. But I made chili last night, so I don't want to make chili again tonight because obviously like 2 nights in a row. I mean, we do have leftovers, but I don't think it's enough to feed all of us. The daily dilemma that we battle about what the heck is for dinner. I have a lot of soup recipes, but I don't know if I'm really in the mood for soup. Our cold front isn't coming in until tomorrow. We've had like a 4-day warm front, I guess. I've really been enjoying the cool weather, so I'm glad that we have some more of it coming up, even if it only lasts a week or whatever. Anyway, I don't know what to make. See, here's the problem. I didn't meal plan for this week, and so just kind of off the cuff, I'm trying to eat through my fridge and freezer, and oh my gosh, I don't even think I told you. Our freezer, outside freezer, I think it got left open, just ajar, and it was like that for a while. It must have been, because then it, like everything in the freezer went bad. Thankfully, not the big freezer, just the little freezer. We didn't have much, I mean, it hurts my heart, the amount of stuff that we had in there, but it wasn't like everything. It wasn't this super expensive stuff. A lot of ice cream, which is fine, glad to see it go. It could have been worse is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, so I don't know why, but it just sparked me thinking, oh, we need to get rid of everything in our freezers. So now I'm trying to like eat through our freezers. Just the random stuff, you know? It's like a quarter of a bag left of like empanadas. I'm like, we need to get rid of this. Why is it still in here? Like, we'll eat most of the bag one day and then the rest we'll save for never. That's what we've been trying to eat through. And also the pantry and stuff like that. So I haven't had my big Costco trip, but I assume by the end of this week, I'm gonna have to go. I'm looking at this Cajun chicken pasta. That looks pretty good. I'm not really into pasta dishes lately, but it is such a simple thing to throw together. Like pasta, pesto sauce, chicken and broccoli. Boom, no thought involved at all. But I would like a little more than that. So I'm gonna sift through and try to find out what the heck is for dinner. What are you eating for dinner tonight? I get in these situations and then I'm just like, let me just drink water. I remembered what's for dinner. Pulled pork. Don't need that. All I need is pulled pork. Also, I've been loving this Liquid IV white peach. Delicious. I don't think I've really drank water all day, and do you ever get that way? Oh my gosh, I didn't even show you. The remnants of their cake pop making yesterday. This is what's left. So delicious. I had some leftover candy melts from like Nara's birthday party that we never used. Starbucks who, honestly? I mean, I've never had a Starbucks cake pop, but I can't imagine it tastes any better than that. And then, oh my gosh, so there was a birthday party yesterday, and I don't know how it happened, but we ended up taking home like the leftover cake. It was a family member's birthday party. They thought, ooh, we should give this cake to them. They just didn't want it. Alex is like, oh, I'll take it. So he brought it home, and oh my gosh, first of all, Publix cake is superior cake. It's the best cake. I don't know what they put in it. It tastes so dang good. And so obviously I had some last night, twice. And then this morning I woke up and thought, that sounds like a good breakfast, and ate more cake. This is why I can't have stuff like that in my life. I have no self-control most of the time. Like, it's so convenient. It's right there. Eggs, done. That's breakfast. So I ended up, don't worry, I threw it away. I was like, I can't eat the rest of this because that was what would have inevitably happened. So I threw that away, but I haven't hydrated at all today. Normally I wake up, oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed at how late in the day it is. And I think this is my first sip of anything. I did have a salad, so I guess that's good. Hey, does anyone have a link for the replaceable straws that go in like a cup this big? I don't want to say Stanley because it's not a Stanley, but it's like the same kind of size. Anyway, the stainless steel straws that I have are great, but they're not big enough. They fall and so I have to like hold it all the time. Such a dilemma. And I don't like the silicone ones that flop. I don't know why I don't like them. And then my other ones, my kids get a hold of them and they like bite them. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna put together something really exciting. I gotta cut up some fruit for it. And let me show you what I got. If you can see behind me, I'm not gonna be doing this today, but if you see that, that's coming up. It's coming up. I'm moving on up. Oh my gosh, I have some exciting stuff. Okay, I didn't think it was this exciting, but turns out it is. First exciting item on the docket, chocolate fondue. Have you ever heard of the melting pot? Have you ever been there and spent $200? I have not. I've never been to the melting pot, but Alex has gone for like, you know, graduations and stuff. I'm like, I'm not bringing our kids to the melting pot. That's just ridiculous. But then the thought of like having to pay for a babysitter while also going to the melting pot, I'm like, pass. So essentially the melting pot is a restaurant and it's like a fondue restaurant. I don't really know because I've never been, but from what I've heard, you like cook your own food. I don't really know, actually. I do know that you cook your own food, and I do know that it's expensive. And both of those things, I'm like, I'm going out to eat for a reason. Do you know what I mean? So not alluring to me in the slightest.
Okay, so I had to insert a clip of the melting pot. I just wanted to get some pictures to show you, but I couldn't. I found this video instead, and I thought, well, this is even more amazing. First of all, they are marketing this even toward family. No, thank you. It bonds us. They're like, yeah, it's an experience like no other. People are sharing like forks, utensils. No doubt everyone is double dipping. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can smell norovirus from here. Do you know what I mean? Bringing us together. Come and spend $500 at the melting pot. I don't know about you, but I pretty much smell a future melting pot sponsorship. For me, is that lobster? Lobster, what the heck is that? Purple? What is purple? I can't imagine it. No, I don't know. Not for me. Maybe one day I'll go just for the experience and then I'll have a proper review to share. Watch me come home and actually rave about it. Enjoy every moment. It's like $1 a minute every time you're there. All right, that's it.
However, this, for whatever reason, I love it. I can't wait to use it. It is a fondue set, can you see? Oh, and it's Master Chef style, so I'm pumped about this. I actually think it's way too small for like my size family. It's like a personal serving, if you will. So I'm gonna pop that open. Ooh, and then later today I have something else exciting to share, so stick around. I know you're gonna love it. Let's put this crap together. You know what they have on here? Pound cake. That seems like a really great option to dip into chocolate. I'm thinking like do my best to make it healthy. That's what I try to do a lot of times. And so I'm going to do chocolate covered strawberries. How do I wash these? Like, do I want to go through the time and effort to actually wash them properly, or is water good enough in this instant? The dilemma. Don't be lazy, Kim. Alex and I have started watching a documentary. It's very hard for us to watch stuff because we just don't have time. We started watching this documentary. I actually forgot what it's called. Something about food and how they're taking twins and putting them each on a different diet. So one is on vegan diet, plant-based, and one is on a carnivore diet, so meat-based. And then they're going to run a whole bunch of tests and see which one is the better diet. And I can't wait. I mean, obviously I think we all know the answer, but I think there are pros and cons to eating all the foods, maybe just not in the amount that most of us are consuming them in. But I think for the most part, we can kind of agree that processed foods, that's not it, right? But my philosophy is always, you live, and indulging is a good thing. I'll bring you in on this part, it's good. It's the way I've recently been washing my produce. Is just like a little bit of vinegar, and then once the baking soda hits, ooh, the chemical reaction here. So then I just let the berries sit for a few minutes to get, you know, most of the dirt off. I wasn't gonna use this cutting board because it seems a little bit ridiculous, but it's so on brand for today. And so yeah, I'm gonna use it, a heart-shaped cutting board. I'm gonna cut up the pineapple while we're waiting on the strawberries. Oh, and I've been thinking I should probably plant this. So that's what I'm gonna do. One of our neighbors, he like has a whole pineapple garden going on. So I'm gonna add this to his little garden out there, and in a couple of years, we're gonna have a pineapple, and it's gonna be like this big. If we get to it before the animals do, right? Another show that Alex and I have been watching is Love on the Spectrum. It is so good. If you've never heard of it or you haven't seen it, I think it's on Netflix. Again, it takes us like forever to watch anything, but that's one of the shows that we'll turn on and we both enjoy, and it's just such a great show. Oh my gosh, this pineapple is actually perfect. I can't wait. If you've never had chocolate covered pineapple, you are in for a treat, my friend. It is Eleanor's favorite, I'm pretty sure. She'll like, every time we have pineapple, she'll take a few out and just for her, like get some chocolate chips or whatever and make her own chocolate covered pineapple because she loves it so much. She'll pop it in the freezer and just nibble on it for the next several days. But I will say, oh my gosh, I'm salivating. This is making me crave summer as I'm getting ready for a cold front up in here. And when I say cold front, I mean 40 to 60. I want to say like 65 is the high. And you guys are like, that's springtime. But I did hear that Florida cold, just like Florida heat, is unlike other places, you know? So I'm just gonna dice this pineapple up into manageable pieces since it's going to be for fondue. I feel like that's good. I wonder if I should even make it smaller. The chocolate covered pineapple, oh, it's such a treat. And then one time I found it packaged, speaking of packaged foods, processed foods, I found it in TJ Maxx and brought it home just as a treat. I wasn't sure how good it was going to be because, you know, processed foods and stuff like that. Turns out it was amazing. So now every time I go, I look for it. Oh, I got it. Wait, can I? That was pretty awesome, not gonna lie. So I tried to look up the brand, you know, just to buy because it was that good. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get it as a treat, you know? It is so expensive. I only found it on Amazon. I guess I should have Googled it and tried to see if it was anywhere else, but man, it was so much more affordable at TJ Maxx. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled every time I go to TJ Maxx to try to look for it now. But obviously this is a better way to do it. I'm trying to cut this slow so it's not as loud. Check out the amount of pineapple that it yields when you just cut it yourself. I used to always use that like spinner thing, which is kind of cool, but I yield so much more when I cut it myself. This is so good. I'm trying to see if the pineapple skin would be good for chickens. Apparently not. Maybe the core? I think she also said the core was no too. And by she, I mean Google. It's the only lady I trust on the internet. All right, let's bust this out. Oh, it even comes with little skewers. This is so cute. So Life with Lainey got me to buy the s'mores maker, which was actually great. It was great during the holidays. We brought that thing out so many times. I think this will be equally as great, and it looks a lot smaller. So storage-wise, that's a perk. And I think it was a lot more affordable too, like a fraction of the cost. Do I really need the instructions? Say no. All right, I'm gonna give this a rinse. By the way, the kids painted today, and I will have you know, the water container that I got, it was great. Not for a 1-year-old. He'll learn though. It really only has 3 compartments here. This hair of mine, I braided it last night, still wet. All right, here we go. All right, so I grabbed some things. I have these heart-shaped marshmallows. I thought those were darling, on brand. I've got some Ghirardelli chocolates here I'll put in there. I think it's the Superior Melting Chocolate. Also really pricey. I found at Target more affordable than my grocery store. And then some gummies. I guess chocolate covered gummies are like all the rage these days. I don't really know. But I thought those would be fun to experiment with.
Okay, so I'm trying to film an Instagram reel while I'm putting this together. So if you see my phone, yeah, that's what's happening. And I didn't even post it. I haven't edited the video. It's such a crap. I don't know why I do things like that. Maybe. I share a lot of recipes on there, so that's what's been happening. But I've also been trying to find more affordable chocolate wafers. I was looking around on Amazon. I found a 5-pound package for, I want to say like $24-ish, because these Ghirardelli ones are like $5, $6, $7 I've seen for 10 ounces. Okay, so it gets a little pricey when my kids are asking for chocolate covered crap every time they get home from school. I'm like, okay, let's see what we have. I love the way that this turned out, and the kids loved it too.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to chip a tooth eating a Haribo gummy bear. Those and Swedish fish, I have no idea how they have stood the test of time. Clearly, I'd rather eat cake, okay? I thought that machine was plugged in the whole time. It wasn't. I mean, I turned it on, but it wasn't on because it wasn't plugged in. So while it's heating, it's actually good because I can figure out how long it takes for that chocolate to melt. But while it's heating up, I figured I would do some laundry. I'm trying to do 1 load a day. It's not working out, but I'm trying. I feel like I have been semi keeping up with it. Obviously not mine, but I'm doing my best. It feels so quiet in the house right now. The bigger kids went with their aunt, my sister-in-law, and my niece, and just a few people. They went to the Strass Center today. If you don't know what that is, it's in Tampa, and it's like a performance arts theater, and they're going to see a really cool play, and it's just like a cool experience for them. I've actually only been a couple of times. Alex has been a few times. I think he used to go pretty regularly, like growing up. But growing up, I don't think I ever went. I was into theater. I did like drama and stuff in high school, I think all throughout my high school. But I never went to the Strass Center, which is like, you know, kind of a big deal if you're going. The tickets are pricey and that kind of thing. So that was a Christmas gift to them. So I'm excited for them. They're doing that right now. But other than that, not much is happening. What's on the docket this coming week is actually a short week for them school-wise. Oh my gosh, I should probably run to the grocery store real quick to get stuff for their lunches this week. The bane of my existence, the lunches. I feel like, okay, so I shared on my Instagram like a picture of me making the kids lunches. I don't know, like a few days ago, a week ago, I don't even know when. But I got a lot of comment. Every single last one of you were DMing me up in my DMs, telling me how much you missed the lunch videos. You guys, I am in such a rut these days where I pack like, I don't know, 3 things on rotation. And sometimes it's the same thing 3 days in a row and then I change it up. My poor kids. I mean, they don't complain. I feel like I pack them what they want. And it is kind of simple for me to do it that way because it's less thought for me. But it's definitely not exciting enough to share. Do you know what I mean? Even though here I am sharing myself doing laundry. But I feel like it's like body doubling. If you're wanting to do laundry right now, hey, we can do it together. Hey, switch out your laundry from, you know, washer to dryer or whatever. Motherhood motivation and all that good stuff. If I'm packing like the same thing in their lunches, I feel like, you've seen it. I'll try to share more on my Instagram if I do any exciting lunches, but I feel like other people are just like way out of my realm and they just do it better. But anyway, it's a short week for us because the kids have like parent-teacher conferences. So it is kind of low key. I feel like last week the kids had a million things going on. And this week is like, we can breathe, and it's a long weekend, so that's always exciting. Plus it's like finally the end of January, which was like 500 days long. How are we still in January? I mean, a part of me thinks that, and then a part of me is like, wait, wasn't Thanksgiving yesterday? Oh my gosh, I don't know what was on one of those towels. A bunch of sand. Do you guys listen? Do you ever have stuff in your house or wherever that you just keep moving from one spot to another, unsure of where it actually needs to go? There is no home for it. There is no real purpose for it in your life. And for me, it is these 3 items where I just keep moving it from this to this to this. I don't even want to talk about this if you can see this up here. I cleared out my junk drawer, which is looking great, my tool drawer actually, because I'm Tim the Toolman Taylor. Actually, the other day, Alex and I were talking about Tim the Toolman, his neighbor. I forgot his neighbor's name, but you could really only see like this part of his face forever. For as long as the show, they always found a way to like cover his face. I think he was like the minister at someone's wedding and they found a way to like cover his face. Anyway, but back in the day, you couldn't just Google, hey, what does this actor look like? You know what I mean? So you just never knew what he looked like. But the other day, I saw it on social media, like a picture of him. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I'd never seen him before. That's really fun. But we talk about that because we have neighbors and a part of our fence is really low. And I was like, man, we'll never be able to like just do this. I mean, we've met them, so they know what we look like anyway. But anyway, that's such a good show. I feel like they don't make shows like that anymore. That and Family Matters. I've been like itching to watch Family Matters. Not that I have time to like watch anything. Most of the time if I watch something, it's like in the background going on, which I guess is one way to do it. Most of the time it's like a podcast or something. But man, Family Matters was a good show. I am glad soccer is over. I'm thinking like, oh, do I need to wash Avelina's soccer outfit for tomorrow? And the answer to that is no. Until her next after school activity starts next week, right?
So this is after 10 minutes of it melting. So that's not so bad. So it has two features, warm and, oh, melt. Well, I have it on warm, so I'm an idiot. All right. You live, you learn. The other thing that I wanted to put together for them that I am just really excited about, okay? Don't be a buzzkill. First of all, these like hot cocoa cups, aren't they darling? Hey sugar is what it says on them. Oh my gosh. I actually got some off of Amazon, but it came in a pack of like, I don't know, a ton. And I was like, I don't need that many. Even though I could save them and use them for other things. I found these at, I don't know, Target Home Goods for $4. And I've been eyeing this for quite some time. So we often have movie nights with the whole family and we make popcorn upstairs, like a whole to-do, right? It's normally on Brownie Friday, but I figured in lieu of Brownie Friday, I would make this, whatever it's called, fondue. But for the poppin' corn, I found these snack trays. I don't know what snack I'm gonna put in here other than obviously the popcorn. Snacks. What does this side say? Snacks again. When's the last time you went to the movies? Even when we went to the movies, like I would never buy anything. It's just so, oh, did I perforate it in the wrong spot? What's happening? Oh, here we go. Okay, I figured it out. So it has a little section here where you can put the popcorn. And I found these super cute little popcorn containers because we're trying to make it festive for no good reason. And then I figured when the kids have their friends over and stuff, they can use these rather than, oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've had to wash those huge bins that we have of popcorn, which are great for us as a family, but when the kids have friends over and they all have popcorn, I'm like washing them for days. I thought these were super cute. I don't think I realized how many different colors they came in. So they're like conversation hearts, sweet love, okay, questionable, my love, LOL, hug me, let's kiss, okay, that one is gone. And then cute, a nice variety. All right, just a few minutes later and it is nice and melted. That didn't take long at all. This was such a hit. I was gonna say so exciting. It was both of those things. Check out the teeny tiny little heart-shaped marshmallows. I got those from Target. I'm sure they have them at the normal grocery stores around this time of year. Also, Home Goods normally has a ton of little like specialty items like this. I'm holding Wolfgang and he's like, hey, give me some of that, right? It's alluring for kids of all ages, kids and adults alike, but this is what it ended up looking like. And we eventually just cut the tops off of the strawberries. The chocolate covered gummies, I don't know. Not really my thing. I will say I much prefer like dipping something in chocolate and then putting it in the fridge to cool. And I like that much better than like warm chocolate. I don't know. That's just me. Okay. So now I'm moving on to making the popcorn for the popcorn bins that I'm putting together. And this is the proper popper. It's silicone. Got it off Amazon. I actually think I got it as a gift many years ago. Love this thing. We actually have a popcorn machine upstairs and that's how Alex normally makes the popcorn. But if I'm making it, I feel like this is just, I don't know, easier for different reasons. That's his thing. This is mine. It's a little dirty because some cocoa powder spilled on it, but I'll get to that. It's fine. So you just pour in the kernels, pour in a little bit of oil. Is the oil necessary? I think so. I always do it. I don't know. And then put it in the microwave and oh my gosh, it comes out perfect every time. It has this little silicone lid you pop on there and poof, it poofs right up. The popcorn is great and it's really easy to store because it's compact. It like flops down and stuff. I've loved this thing, had it for years. So if you're looking for something easy and convenient, I would definitely recommend buying these. They have a different like options on Amazon to buy. I've never seen them in store. I'm sure you could find it somewhere, but this scoop I think came with, I don't know, the set that we bought for upstairs. These little containers were so adorable and I love that they have the little conversation hearts on there. I much like the look of conversation hearts more than I like the taste of conversation hearts, but here they are, so super cute. I don't think I should use the sides of the boxes too. So many details. And these are just the little popcorn boxes. If you're doing a popcorn party, movie night, whatever, These are great to just plop on your lap and just hold your drink and hold a snack or whatever. I found these in the pantry. They're the Partake cookies. We love them. They're free of the top major allergens. So I love that. And then in the cups, you can really throw anything in there. The healthy hot cocoa option that we've been loving lately is the collagen hot cocoa, or chocolate collagen, whatever you want to call it. So that's been working out great. And this is just a sweet little treat for the kids for movie night. We loved it.
We're watching the football game. It's halftime, and I'm gonna throw some dinner together. And I can't believe we have like nothing to munch on while we're watching the game. It just seems so ridiculous and weird. So while it's halftime, I'm going to see how much I can get done, right? I used to do this with commercial breaks. Like, how can I shower, brush my teeth, go to the bathroom in like a 2-minute commercial break? The answer is yes, I did it every time. So now within the halftime, I'm going to clean the kitchen, make dinner. I won't get the dishes done, but I'll do as much as I can.
Hey, 15 minutes never went by so fast when you're cleaning, right? So I cleaned obviously during halftime, so it's 15 minutes, and I continued to clean until I was finished. It did take me a little bit longer than 15 minutes. Well, the cleaning part, and then I was making dinner also, which was like a super easy, convenient dinner. I told you I'm trying to work through the freezer, so I had like mashed potatoes in the freezer. I did have fresh green beans, so there's that. And then I had Hawaiian rolls. So I'm just like, it's super easy, nice, convenient meal. I threw it all in the microwave. And honestly, it's one of my kids' favorites too. I get the pulled pork from Costco, and it's just super nice to have on hand when you don't feel like making dinner every single night of your life, right? So that's what we did. And it's a hit amongst kids and adults, and really kept our bellies full while we were watching the rest of the games. 2 games, the playoff games were, yesterday, this past weekend, whenever, and today while I'm filming. And oh my gosh, who are you rooting for? And was it the Ravens? Because I'm so sorry. Also, who played the last game? Oh my gosh, it was such a crazy game. I forgot. Lions and 49ers. The Lions and 49ers played. I don't know if it went over my other voiceover, but holy crap. I was so pumped for Detroit to win because it's like their first time in the playoffs since like, I don't know, the 50s. And I think they had a lot of support behind them. In the first half of the game, they were on fire. The second half of the game, someone extinguished that fire and they inevitably lost. Spoiler alert. I'm sure you know by now if you are a football fan in the slightest, but man, that was wild. So now the 2 teams that are going to the Super Bowl are both red teams. So we've got Kansas City and we've got the 49ers, San Francisco 49ers. So, oh my heck, I can't believe it. Who are you rooting for? Honestly, I couldn't care less. We've been fans of the Chiefs for a while. We think Mahomes is one of the greatest, and he's super young too. I mean, for the level he's at. I think he's won 2 Super Bowls, 2 or 3. Oh my gosh, is it 3? I think maybe he's been in 4 and won 2. I don't even know the stats. I need to brush up on my knowledge. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's football. It's exciting to watch, but honestly, we have a bunch of kids running around. So how much can we actually get to watch? Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing where it's like, ooh, side eye. Oh my gosh. So it's fun when we actually get a moment to enjoy it. So now I'm putting away the dishes in the kitchen, something that has to be done every day. There's an audio going around on Instagram, and it's something like, there's one thing that you have to do every single day, no matter if you cook at home or get takeout, or the lawn guys are literally right outside my door, or, it doesn't matter. It's cleaning your kitchen. BRB. Okay, it's a little better right now. I say that and then, okay. I don't even know what I was talking about. Having to clean the kitchen always, every day. I need more paper towels. If I wasn't lazy, I would have gone into the garage to grab another roll of paper towels is what I meant. But speaking of paper towels, did you know that the Costco no longer individually wraps the paper towels? If you buy them in bulk, you get 12, 16, 20 rolls out in one humongous package. And they used to come individually wrapped, I assume for resale. But maybe they've realized, most families shop here. I don't think we need to waste all the plastic. So they stopped individually wrapping them, which I think is fantastic. I know a lot of people have different views on that, but I, for one, think it's fine. I enjoy less plastic in my life where I can spare it. All right, dishes. It's time for dishes and all that good stuff. The fondue set wiped up really nicely, cleaned up really easily. So that's a plus for that. And I thought it was a little small, so it'll be easy to store. Speaking of that, I did get some new organizing containers for my pantry. I recently shared in, I don't know, my last video, it was organizing. And so I did a couple of organizing things in my pantry, which was so nice. I loved it. So now I'm going to tackle some more spaces in my pantry that I think would benefit from having a little more organization. And the stacking bins is where it's at, and I'm so pumped about it. I actually have to try to find some that will fit on my lower shelf because not all my shelves are the same size, which I don't know, I get it. But the canning, that's one that I'll never get because it might look more organized, but it wastes a lot of space. And from my calculations anyway, I can store a whole lot more cans without those things. I recorded some of the lowlights for the Baltimore Ravens. They just went through this in the game. I was like, it's brutal. They shared that. And then the fans, oh man, what an upset for them. It was a really great game though. Anyway, if you caught it, let me know your feelings. So sorry if you're a Ravens fan. Way to go if you are a Kansas City Chiefs fan. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out. If you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day, and I'll see you next time. I heard he's retiring. The coach, Kansas City coach. Is that a rumor? Is that fact? Look at that. How fast are they running to be able to like just like that? You know what I mean? Full speed. When's the last time you ran full speed?